Good morning from Manado in Indonesia, in island Sulawesi, and today is finally the day. After almost 3 weeks in Manado and fixing the car and getting things ready, I am ready to set up on a huge road trip. And first, I just want to drive through Sulawesi. It's just one island, but just driving to Makassar to the other side is gonna take like 50 hours. So that maybe take me 2 weeks, maybe a month, depends if there are any issues. Yeah, of course, the car is like 20 years old and there are always things that could be fixed, but I mean, that's not really the point. Let's just go for it. And I'm expecting there might be some breakdowns or issues later, but yeah, let's just go for it because, like, on the YouTube or the Instagram, you see people with like crazy expensive super expeditions rig going for adventures like this, but yeah, I don't think you really need that. Like, this car was only like 50 million rupiah, so that's pretty cheap. I'm all alone and I'm sitting on a incredibly huge road trip through Indonesia. So, and before I leave, I better check the fluids because I know there are some leakage. So first thing is the steering fluid. I know it's a little bit low now, and I know the hose is leaking a little bit and stuff, and also the oil. And the wiper window cleaning fluid, I think the tank is actually leaking, so yeah, there is a little bit, but I don't worry too much about it because full. Just like this.
Iya, masih manual, Mister.
Manual.
Iya, belum di launching itu mesinnya.
Hey. How are you? First day on the road, and I must admit I'm struggling quite a lot. Today I drove all day, maybe like 8 hours, but when you look on the map it's just like this tiny little bit. It's absolutely massive. The roads are winding and the traveling speed are slow, so yeah, there is always the language barrier. Even if we use the Google Translate, a lot of the times the English sentence that comes out of it just doesn't make sense, so oh my god, I don't know if I can do it. This might be just like too much for me. It's so I'm on this almost highway type of road, and I can go pretty quick, that's good. But the navigation always tells me to leave. So I'm not really sure what's the issue there. I think I'm just gonna try to go. I mean, there must be other way to get off. I think I could get off later there. Okay, I found what is this? I ran quite hard into this. Yeah, not expecting a highway to end in this. You know, I was doing like 80 kilometers per hour when I started braking, but yeah, it should. Hopefully, it's fine. Let's try to go this way to the road. Like, Indonesia is getting me confused in so many ways. I don't understand. I don't understand anything basically. I don't really know why I'm here. It's not good. Not very good. There are no rainforests. It's just dry land and fields, and yeah, it's like non-stop village driving through houses. But I've been searching for a restaurant to stop at for like half an hour, and yeah, I see a few, but all of them are closed. I don't know what's going on. Is it just like super poor region? I don't think so. Why did I go to Indonesia and buy a car here and drive through nothing? Why is there just nothing? Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm there. Some trucks are stopping. It looks like there is something to eat. I don't know. Selamat siang.
Iya. Mari, Mister. Mari, Mister.
Yeah, just really searching on the maps doesn't really help because most of them are closed, but like when on the highway you see a lot of trucks stopped by the side, and that usually means there is a restaurant, and I found one, and yeah, but they run out of food pretty quick. Yeah, when I came, like already 2 trays were empty, then I eat some, and then before I finished, the ones I had before was empty too, so let's keep on driving. Yeah, looks like I found a place for afternoon chill.
Až 40, ale znovu opakuji, že je to jen velmi hrubý odhad. Na nás jich vyplýtvali 12, že jich tam
So this is how they make the room for the crops. Just burn all the foliage so they have soil to grow crops. So good morning. Today I'm staying in this weird huge house. I'm kind of surprised to see these big houses because like compared to the Philippines where they were living in like small huts, this is like very luxury. Yeah, the other thing that's getting me confused is the weather. Like I wanted to be camping and I thought it's the dry season, which it is, but it doesn't mean that it's not gonna rain. And last night it rained quite heavily, so yeah, here's my car, nice place. I actually had a little bit issues finding a place to stay because on Google Maps you cannot see much, and then I just at the gas station asked some taxi driver and he pointed me to this place. So yeah, I don't understand why is it so huge. There is like a lot more rooms that way, but why stop?
Yeah.
Wait and then go.
Five. 5
Minutes?
Yeah. Oh no.
5 kilometers?
No.
What?
2 more hours.
2 hours
2 hours.
here.
Correct.
Okay, so I have run into a little problem. The road is closed and it seems it's gonna be closed for 2 more hours. I don't understand much. Nobody really speaks English, but I don't want to wait 2 hours here. I think that means that they open the road only at certain times, but I'm not really sure. Okay, so I decided to turn around because like just to wait here 2 hours, then at 5 p.m. it's already gonna be soon dark and I don't want to be searching for a place to camp in the dark, so yeah, let's just try to find a place to camp now. Yeah, funny encounters like this. Okay, I think I found myself a little place to camp. Just in a random village, just spoke to the lady, and from what she understood, I think she allowed me to stay here for the night and camp here. It's looking pretty nice, but let's try to navigate the car through the palm trees. Yeah, I think this would do. Just park the car here and then build a tent and have a night camping by the beach. That should be pretty nice. I'm just a little bit worried about the coconut nut. How often do they fall?
Hai. Yang mana Nur? Ya. Iya. Betul. Ini di foto kamu?
So just the minute I stopped, I'm getting a little cloud.
Hai. Kece orang. Iya, ya. Gimana? Lagi. Paton-patonnya tuh itu nih ya. Kalau aja dia ambil. Ya lagi. Ya, saya bilang.
Wih, sawari.
Video. Astagfirullah.
Good morning. It's looking pretty peaceful now. I don't know if the kids are already awake or still sleeping. Maybe they went to school. In the night there was a little bit of wind and a little bit of rain. I almost thought if I should go inside the car, but yeah, it went away soon. It's about 6 hours to Palu, maybe 7 of driving. So I could reach it, but I'm not sure. I don't want to push myself too much. Maybe I will stop again somewhere to camp or some cheap hotel. We will see. Sure what's happening here, but we arrived in like some tiny town and there is a lot of bikes, a lot of people. I saw some like big market there maybe. Another stop at the gas station. I need to stop quite often because this consumes quite a lot, and yeah, actually planning a little bit about where to stop, like look how far ahead is the next big gas stations, and yeah, sometimes the queues for the gas are quite large. Like now there are like 10 cars, which is pretty decent, but I've seen like 20-30 cars just waiting. So yeah, this is Indonesia, just wait for everything, but fuel indicator is broken, so I don't really know how much fuel I have left, so I stop about every 300 kilometers just to be sure, because I don't want to be running out of fuel. And it is we are moving, so right here we are getting from the narrow road to the wider one, so yeah, finally a little bit of space, but it's not gonna go for long. And here it's again the narrow one, so able to fit. Yeah, even yeah, if I met this on the narrow road, then I would need to go off-road with one wheel. But I think I'm finally starting to like Sulawesi, or I found what I like to do here, and that's snorkeling. I just stopped on a random beach. My car is right there, just by the road. And right behind me are beautiful coral reefs, and snorkeling just like few meters of the shore. It's so many fish, so nice, and we are like in an absolutely random place without any like location on maps or anything. It's just, and I'm gonna have a pineapple as a snack, so pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, I don't like it so much anymore. It's the same problem as yesterday. The road is closed and it's gonna open in 3 hours at 5 p.m. So 3 hours to wait here. That means I would reach Palu at night again. That kind of doesn't make sense. It's so frustrating. I already made a good plan, but now it's... This is what I mean when you can overtake motorcycles even when there is other incoming, because just too many of them, otherwise you would be stuck forever. Good morning. So today I, after a week, left Palu and heading in the direction of Makassar, but that's gonna take me maybe 2 or 3 weeks to reach there, because I'm not taking the faster coastal road but going through central Sulawesi through the mountains, and I'm gonna go to Rantepao. I think that's like a little touristy location in Sulawesi. First today I'm actually driving to another detour, and that's going 5 hours into the mountains, into the rainforest. There should be some megaliths, but after that I'm not sure if I can actually exit on the other side of the mountains, because the road shows only on one of my maps, not on the other. So on Google Maps it's telling me to go back to Palu, which would be like 10-hour detour. So I really hope that road exists. And this time I'm heading out fully prepared. I have both of the gallons full of drinking water. I have 1 extra gallon of just water for shower. I have plenty of food, and I bought some gas stove so I can cook my dinner while camping, so I don't need to worry too much about finding a restaurant in remote places like this.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia?
Okay, I got an idea, because the road is super slow and it's still far away, so I'm gonna try to ask someone for a motorbike to take me there, because I think on the bike it could go much faster, and just leave the car here or in the village.
Motor ako na to bahan namin. Hanya lalapian ni.
Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa.
I have reached the megalithic site. I think it was a good idea to get the motorbike, because with the car it would take me at least twice as long. I don't really know much about it, and I tried to search some information online, but not really much is known, I guess. But pretty cool place, like humans buried inside.
Yeah. Adoration place.
Adoration.
Yes. Any in behind any tablestone but it's broken. Yeah? This is the place.
So they make like sacrifices,
Yeah.
or ritual when they
Yes.
sacrifice,
The ritual. Yeah.
like sacrifice animals or humans or.
Human.
It's interesting how the biome here is the savanna. There were never the rainforest, and this grassland savanna is the original biome in this location. So this is it by enemy. It looks like it's just grass, but no. Try not to get stuck, that would be worse. Yeah, now my shoes are completely dirty. Why? Why do I do this? Okay, so I left that side and continue on the road. It's quite rough, but the road exists, and I ask around, and it should lead me to Paso, but yeah, it might take a long time. I just stopped by the side of the road because I noticed some other megaliths, so let's just have a quick look. Yeah, this area is just so beautiful. It's super nice, perfect temperature.
Am I perfect 10? Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see. Honey, am I perfect 10?
Okay, this is not the best road I've ever driven on. Where is the road? Which way do I go? I don't know. Look at this. What a place this is. Amazing view. Yeah. It's only a little bit windy. I don't know, I'm gonna try to find some place that's maybe a little bit hidden. Today is the day I can finally say wow. First time in Indonesia, because yeah, today was very interesting and a little bit challenging. Saw some interesting places, and just this camping spot is amazing. Wow, made it across, but yeah, this might have been the worst so far, and I'm afraid it's not the last. My god, this road. I'm having enough of this road. It's just constantly bumps, and I'm going on the first gear, like doing like 5 kilometers per hour. I have enough, and it's still like 20 kilometers of this more. And there we go again. I don't want to do this anymore. This is not a road. Okay, I made it back to civilization and to the highway. So first stop, Pertamina. Let's top up the fuel and let's see how much that consumes, because yeah, my the fuel indicator doesn't work, so I'm always a little bit worried how much I still have left. So according to the app, it was only 15 liters per 100 kilometers. Looks like I have a little bit of problem. 4 huge trucks in front of me. I'm not sure how to overtake them. Okay, that was not that hard. The roads are still quite decently wide so far. But I see these huge buses coming through here. That's the first time I see that in Indonesia. I think this is like the farthest point where they go from Makassar to Solo. I forgot the name of the town I stayed today. Yeah, that means that the road should be kind of okay, like better than yesterday. Hi, so I from somewhere in the jungle on a mountain road, and yeah, today I've been already driving for like 6 hours and it's around 1 p.m. I started very early, so I already crossed one huge mountain range. It was super beautiful, but I just didn't stop, so just went through, and as always, like finding any restaurant was quite an issue, so had some banana chips, and then when I was passing town I stopped even when I was not hungry, and also find some bakery. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk now that I'm on the way to Rantepao, which is somewhere up in the mountains, which shouldn't be that bad, but just look at the map. So here we have Palopo and Rantepao, that's where I'm going. But just if we zoom in, you can start seeing these zigzag roads, and just look at this, look at this. What the hell? That's not a road. What's that? It looks super nice driving through the mountains, but it's a fucking landfill again. It smells so bad. Why? Why do you have to put the trash everywhere? It's... Look at the dog. It looks quite scary. Yeah, this just really makes me sad. I don't know, like, why? Good morning from Toraja. It's not even 6 a.m. and I'm actually gonna pick up someone very special now, and it's Elash. It's my friend from university back in Czech Republic, and she's taking the night bus from Makassar, so she should be here soon. The bus is already delayed like 2 hours, but yeah, that's kind of expected. Stay jelas. Good morning from Rantepao, or rather a homestay above the city. I don't know if it's city, maybe just a town, but it's super beautiful. The people are very nice, but you can definitely feel this is like a touristy destination. A lot of the people feel English and just like are used to tourists, and there are lots of restaurants and hotels, which is kind of nice because before I struggled, as you know, like finding good place to eat. So We just stay in this little homestay above the clouds. I would show you the view, but it's now very bright. And yeah, basically just taking the few days to rest and explore the area, because yeah, there is some nice places. And today we are gonna try to climb this mountain.
Masuk vlognya. Oh my god. Hi.
Hey. Assalamualaikum. Wow.
Mount Sasan.
Selalu lah.
Good morning from Palopo. I've been staying here for about 3 days, mostly just working inside the room, but today I was about to head out, but I noticed one of the tires was very low, so I checked and there is a bolt inside the tire, so found a little shop here. They are trying to repair my tires straight away, so that's pretty good. It shouldn't take long and I should be back on the road. Hey. So I've been driving about 2 hours, but I didn't like it much. The traffic is quite crazy. There are some cars that go super fast, but there are some motorbikes and trucks that go super slow, so it's always throttle brake, and yeah, I don't like it so much, so I made a little stop on the beach. Friendly locals offered me coffee, and yeah, just chill for a little bit and then I will continue. I don't think I will record much of the road because it's kind of the same. There's also not very nice sceneries here, but later we should be passing through one more mountain before reaching Makassar, so okay, I've encountered a small problem. There is no bridge. I'm heading into the jungle. Yeah, so I think this will do. This will do nicely. It's nice by the river, only I'm really worried there will be a lot of mosquitoes. And yeah, there's also a pile of trash back there, but yeah, just everywhere. And there is an eagle. Look. Wow, that's quite cool. Just an eagle flying over. And I think I'm gonna build my tent in this little kind of shed or whatever, because here it's only rocks. And probably I can even take a bath in this river. Good morning. It was actually a pretty good night, and yeah, it's a little bit cloudy, rained a little bit, but not too much. Now I'm having salak, the snake fruit, for breakfast, and I'm gonna take a bath in the river. There is quite a few flies and they are inside the car. I don't know how I'm gonna get them out. Hey, welcome to Watan Sopeng, the Batman city. This is crazy. This is like the main square and the trees are full of bats everywhere. It's not just like a few, it's packed, totally full with bats. Crazy. I didn't expect there would be so many. Look at that.
Every single thing we see, curated, adorated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm perfect.
We're dealing with the same problem again. The road is just crazy steep. Just look at this. That's luckily downhill, but before I came through up. So I just stopped to give the car a little break because yeah, this is very steep. The road turned bagus, great, but still it's super steep. Just look in the distance. I need to cross that mountain. Come on, car, come on, come on. You can make it. I know it's steep, but it's not far. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think this is it. We are stuck. I don't want to be defeated right before the top, but yeah, it might be just too much. Let's give it one more try, but the best straight runoff I can get is this. Yeah, it's still quite steep, and then it's even more steep. Made it a little bit farther, just a few, like 100 meters to climb, and I figured one tip, one cheat code how to climb the hill that's too steep for this car. Because the road is quite wide and it has also the runoff areas, I can just zigzag on the road, which makes it a little bit less steep, and it made me get up on this hill. So yeah, I'm just stopping again for the car to have a break, because I think this is pushing it too much, but it's just like last 50 meters or something. So come on, car, you can do it. This should be the highest point. I think I've made it. Oh my god, that was pushing too much, definitely.
Dorazili jste do cíle.
Wow. There is no way I could go back up this way, so lucky I choose the other way, but wow, this is crazy steep, crazy steep.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Hi, so I found a pretty cool waterfall. Yeah, it's pretty big also, and I definitely need to take a swim. Yeah, it's looking nice. The road has been rough, the sun is harsh, but yeah, this place feels really nice. Good morning from the Sulawesi mountains. It's super beautiful. I park in here, I slept right here, and just a little farther down this road there is a beautiful waterfall. So I had a pineapple for breakfast, and then I went for a swim in the waterfalls, and I saw the monkeys on the way, and in the night I drove up here and yeah, I didn't make a mistake. It's really nice. And today I'm gonna drive to Makassar. It shouldn't be very far, and I'm probably gonna stay there for a few days, do some work, do some repairs on the car, and then continue south, and then finally a new island. So hello from Makassar. This is the first time I'm at the bay wall. Let's talk about the car. As I drove, I noticed some issues. Sometimes when I was braking really hard, the brake got stuck, and so the car like stopped, and then I had to use the throttle, the power to unstuck the brakes, and yeah, then it started making sounds, and now it's like a little bit iffy. Actually went to one shop right when I arrived, and
I'm sorry, mister.
yeah, just don't tell me to come if you don't have time.
And tomorrow.
Yeah, just like talking with the Indonesians and making any plans, it's very hard. Like, first they went it for a test drive, and he thinks it's the brake caliper broken, which actually might be true. And yeah, but he had a lot of cars, so he didn't have time for me. Then he told me to wait an hour, so I went to a coffee shop, went back, and yeah, he still didn't have time, and he had many cars, and it was a big job, so I left, and I told him I will be coming there tomorrow morning, but he also doesn't have the new part, so maybe I will be trying to search for a new one. I don't really know. I guess I'm just gonna run around different shops and hopefully resolve the issue somehow. So this is how the parking works at the big hotels. My car is here, but there are already 2 cars parking behind. But I think the people should leave the keys at the reception. Yeah, he seems to be moving the car so I can leave. Kind of ridiculous, but okay, I'm at the Honda official service dealership, and yeah, it's looking much bigger, much better, but I'm kind of afraid they're gonna tell me they cannot do it, but let's see. I'm in the shop for like a 3rd time, and this time it seems they're actually starting to work on my car, but the guy I spoke with last time is not here, someone else is doing that. I'm not 100% confident with them, but at the same time I don't really have much of a better option, so
Oh!
can I the camera?
I can't on the camera. There is one on the camera. Ladies.
I'm stuck in Sulawesi. I cannot go to other island, and I don't really know what to do. Hey, so Simon here. I'm finally driving out of Makassar and going to the Bira port. Welcome to the trouble life. So basically the situation is I want to go from Sulawesi to Flores. I don't really care which port or which town from, because I have a car and I can just drive. But the issue is, like, from Makassar, from the biggest city, there are multiple ferries, but none of them is for cars. And the only way how to go is to go from the Bira port, which is like a day drive from Makassar, so not that far. So I get in touch with this company that's running this ferry, and they told me the boat is under maintenance and it wouldn't go until like start of October. So I don't know. I'm on my way to Bira now, and I want to see the port for myself and figure out how it looks like, because yeah, it's always better to talk in person. I'm not sure I can get many better information, but the other option is just go to Salaya Island. I think that should be possible. Hi, so I'm almost at Bira, but just on the side of the road I saw the sign ASDP, that's the ferry company. I think they have some offices here, or maybe a ticketing office, so... Maaf? Selamat sore.
Hello.
Hello, speak English? Right, so this was a very good idea to stop here. Like, there was this guy that spoke very good English and he was very helpful. The guy came out of the office running to my car just to give me a little bit more information, and he actually bought me the ticket. And usually they are not allowed to do it, but his boss said he can do it, so I paid for the ticket. It was 600, so I'm going to Selayar tomorrow morning, and today I think I'm just gonna camp somewhere on the beach. This Balibo boat is the boat that I'm gonna take tomorrow, that goes to the Selayar Island. This is the boat that goes to Jambel, and the further one behind, that's the one that goes to the West Sulawesi. So yeah, I don't really see the boat that goes to Flores. I think it's not here. It's probably looking somewhere else. So I cannot help them to make the maintenance quicker, because I don't know where it is. It's super hot now. I need to go to the shade somewhere and probably find a place to stay for tonight, because I'm leaving tomorrow. So welcome to Selayar, the island of endless beach. Good morning, guys. So today we are finally going to another island. I'm going to Selayar Island for a little camping, snorkeling adventure. I am very close to Bira Port. It's right there, and I was just camping on this beautiful spot on this cliff with parking like there, cooking, and yeah, the sunrise is gonna be soon, and then I'm gonna head to the port and show you how the boat works and how is it done. I don't know, there is no one at the gate, so I'm just driving towards the boat. I have no idea. This is how I usually spend my time in the ferries. It's best just to stay in the car if it's not too hot, and here is on the roof, so as we go, open windows and the breeze should be pretty nice. Almost always wearing these noise cancelling headphones, because like it's loud, people are loud, engines are loud, and since we are still at the port, it usually takes a lot of time. So I open my notebook and try to do some work while I still have internet. It should take about 2 hours, so not that bad. Everybody trying to squeeze in the first. I don't understand, let's just wait. Do I need to do anything here or just go away? I think just go. If nobody stops me, I'm just gonna go. Wow, this is incredible. I must say this is the most beautiful port I've arrived at ever. Look at that. Yeah, I'm having a good feeling about this island. I'm very excited for this. Let's go! Right, so I'm on the Benteng, that's the main city on the laer island, and I think this is like the center point. A lot of people watching football match, but I want to get somewhere so I can eat something. Made it to the riverfront, and there is a huge mosque, like looking very nice, considering what kind of small town we are.
Somai, batagor, nasi kuning bakar. The other is not available.
Good morning from Benteng. For tonight I decided to book a cheap hotel. The prices are a little bit more expensive here than in Makassar, but it's still pretty good. But this room is pretty nice, but there is so many mosquitoes, so for today this is my working setup. I just put a mosquito net over the table and computer so I can do some work in the morning. I don't think a lot of cars come through this road, and I don't know, maybe I should turn around. This is... Where am I? What is this? It's so remote here. The wave seems a little too big for a comfortable swim, but I'm gonna go for a little bit anyway. I think that not even many locals from the island come to this part of the island, because yeah, I'm getting very remote feeling. I didn't feel this way anywhere else, I guess. Yeah, it makes me a little bit nervous, but anyway, I'm gonna grab my snorkel and go for a little swim. There are some waves and the rocks are very sharp, but let's go for a little swim, and I'm gonna be wearing the shirt, like going the local way, because the sun is very harsh.
Mau bedek mau. Yes.
Ya, bagus. Okay, I think I'm home. This is this is beautiful. I found some random beach. The car over there. I'm just gonna find some nice spots without the coconut, and yeah, go for a swim and watch the sunset. This is like incredibly beautiful. Like, except the trash and plastic bottles like everywhere, but wow, this is really nice, really nice. I think I'm gonna be able to sleep in peace and quiet finally here. No chickens, no mosque prayers, no people. This would be great. Yeah, and I think this is gonna be it. Just parking here, build a tent here, make a dinner and go for a sunset swim. I just hope there is not gonna be that many mosquitoes because of the trash, but so far no one's biting me. But wow, this is really nice. Yeah, I'm not really a beach person, but yeah, this is magnificent. It's just... Good morning, guys. Welcome to my home. I slept here in my tent. There is my car. The beach is right there. Pretty beautiful, super calm, got a nice sleep. But since I am in a coconut plantation, I think the right thing to do is to try to find a coconut and have that for breakfast. I've heard a lot of coconuts falling in the night, but I don't see any fresh one. I don't know. Where are they? Officially reached the end of the island. The road ends right there, and this is the farthest point I can get.
Oh, sana rekan nete. Sana.
Look at this place, it's incredibly beautiful. A little bit of wind, which is actually nice, but yeah, so I drove all the way from the most southern tip to the most northern tip, which is where I am now, and I'm gonna go snorkeling because okay, I noticed something a little bit upsetting. I went just behind the cars to take a leak and I noticed there is some weird smell, and this is what it is. So if you don't want to see, then skip ahead for like 10 seconds. For the rest, yeah, it's this. Yeah, I think this is the place for tonight. Gorgeous with the sunset. Yeah, super nice. Good morning. The sun has not come up yet and I'm already heading to the port. It's about an hour away and I have like hour and 15 minutes before the boat is supposed to leave, so I try to hurry, but I expect there are gonna be some delays, so I think it's gonna be fine, but selamat pagi.
Pagi, mau berangkat mobilnya?
Ya, Makassar.
Oh ya. Check in dulu.
Di sini.
Iya, terminal.
Inside. Selamat pagi. Concert?
Oh,
No, no concert.
playground.
Is this?
Apa ya?
Jam berapa di?
Setengah delapan.
Tunggu di sini atau
Langsung masuk.
pergi di sana?
Iya, langsung
Oke.
ke dalam.
Kasih. Right, I went in the check-in building to do check-in. I got yet another paper and this like a sticker, and now they are telling me I should go directly on the boat, so let's try. Now let's fly the boat. I think that one that looks big enough to take me, but which way here? Okay, I'm on the boat. The run-up was a little bit chaotic, so I didn't record, but yeah, quite a lot of cars are already on the boat, and I want to make a breakfast, but I don't know if I have time for that. I'm on the boat and it's looking pretty nice. Okay, we are on the boat. It's quite empty. I don't know. I didn't see this much space in between the cars since the Malta ferry. I think it's very good. There is also space here. Yeah, so now I just have 12 hours to kill. I am not sure what I'm gonna be doing. And there is chicken on the boat. Yeah, but it's pretty good. So I think it's a good decision. I'm gonna try to sleep with some movie, get some work. I don't know. Good morning. So I'm having a little issue with the car. You might remember in Manado we tried to repair the AC and we come up with a solution to make the new fuse like extend it outside. But yesterday I drove on the highway like pretty fast, over 100 kilometers per hour, and then I think it was a little too much for the electricity and the fuse burned. Well, not the actual fuse, that would be easy, but like the cables leading to the fuse. So now I need to refuse the cables. I'm in a garage of the hotel. Luckily it's not on the sun, so it should be nice. And so it's kind of repaired, but I'm doubtful this is gonna hold any much. But anyway, let's just try to put it there for a little bit, and tomorrow I probably need to buy a new fuse gasket. You don't need to pay for an expensive tour to go snorkeling. You don't need anyone with a boat to actually find a beautiful place. You can do it on your own and all for free. Let me show you how. Good morning, I am Simon, and for the past 2 days I've been just camping at this beautiful location. Let me give you a quick tour of the camp. Right here is my tent. It's in a little bit of shady and grassy area, so it's softer, and avoiding the coconut palms so no coconut falls on me. And over there, like 200 meters, there is a beautiful coral reef with turtles. Over here is like a lagoon, beautiful white sand, and the water is quite shallow, so during the low tide it's not very possible to swim. But here is my parking lot, and right next to the car here is like a small shelter where I get my main camp, the gas cooker to make dinner and breakfast, and over here is my gallon of water that I use for shower, and that's pretty much it. So welcome to the paradise, and let me show you how did I found a place like this. First I want to say I'm still on the main island of Sulawesi. I'm not in Laer, I'm not in Banggai, I'm not any other small islands where there is gonna be much easier to find place like this. But even on the main island of Sulawesi, that's quite densely populated, you can find many beautiful places like this. And to find a place like this I use the Google Maps and Mapi.cz and also the satellite images and try to find out what might be the good place. So first you want to go out of any big city That's kind of obvious, but in the city the water is gonna be polluted, there is gonna be some rivers probably, and it's just not gonna be very clear and noisy, so expect to go like 1 or 2 hours out of any big city. Right now I'm about 8 hours from Makassar and 2 hours from Mamuju. Then like the obvious step might be to just type pantai or beach in Indonesian and try to find some places. You might find nice places like that, but also if it's pointed on Google Maps, that means there are probably going to be quite a lot of people and it might be a little bit noisy, a little bit hectic, so that's not really the vibe I want. Maybe if it's like really beautiful place, just stop there during the day for snorkeling or just look at the cliffs or swim, but for the night I want to have like peaceful place like this. Wow, this is just absolutely amazing place. It's literally not on the map, it's not pointed anywhere, and right there you can see like 2 meters out of the shore there are coral reefs and so beautiful, so many fish, many turtles, and yeah, it's super nice. Yeah, this makes me very happy. So now I'm gonna have a papaya for a snack and then camp and make myself a dinner. So yeah, stunning place, and it looks like it might even rain and give me a free shower. So first, to find like the general area where it might be good for snorkeling, I use the satellite images, and I am trying to look for a place that is far away from any river, far away from any fields, not in the mangroves, and you will see this like turquoise color on the coast, and if there are some sandy beaches, that's also a good sign. And another thing you might want to look at it, how far does the bank stretches out, because a lot of the time it might be like 200-300 or even farther away from the shore. It means you would need to swim or walk that far to actually get to the wall in the ocean and the actual coral reefs, so you want to find a place that has the coral reefs a little bit closer. So once you have this like general area that might have some good coral reefs, then I switch to Mapit.cz and try to find a place that might be actually accessible by car. And this is a little bit tricky because you never know, but if there is some small path, I will then look into street view or try to zoom into satellite images and try to see if it's actually possible to get there with a car. Again, you never know until you reach the place, but you can have an idea. And then look also at the satellite images if the coral reefs are somewhere there, and then just like scan through the shoreline. You might do like 100-200 kilometers just slowly scamming through, trying to find a place that's both with nice coral reefs, far away from the city, far away from river, far away from fields, but still have a road to access. So yeah, but I can assure you there are many places in Sulawesi. I found some, I have camped in some, so yeah, it might be a little bit trickier than just booking a snorkeling tour. And I mean, if you just go for a week and you just really want to know which place is the best, then probably just getting a tour is the best option. And in that case anyway, you would just stay on the small islands or just like any resort. But if you actually have time and want to spend the time to find your own secret paradise like this, then yeah, you can definitely do it. Hope this helped you a little bit. I'm gonna do some more snorkeling because yeah, it's just gorgeous here. So very happy with my little paradise, and let me know if you have any questions to it or if you managed to find a place that's so beautiful. And yeah, see you on the road.
Maju saya.
Bisa Kak duduk dulu. Siapa namanya Kak? Susu ini? Bawa dulu.
Oh, oke.
Kalau orang kan dari atas dulu kan? Atau dari kiri.
Okay, this time we needed to get a ticket to even enter the port. That was not here for the laer boat, but we paid 50. Yes, of course, when it's expensive ferry, the fee is gonna be more expensive. But yeah, it seems we should be able to buy it now. So now we are going to the actually ticketing office finally. After third attempt, they allow us to go to the office to buy the ticket. So let's hope it will work out. Okay, so we finally got the ticket thanks to help of Tara with a little translation. Even though it's funny because she speak Manado Indonesian and here they speak Makassar Indonesian, so still a little difficult to understand. But it was actually good. Like first we needed to fill this form at the entrance to the port. Then we went and paid the actual ticket for the car. It was like 2,038,000. So even cheaper than they said before, but yeah, no people here so far, so it sounds pretty chill, but I think in the evening it's gonna be a lot more chaotic. So the boarding starts at 7, the boat is supposed to leave at 9, but I'm expecting some delays, so we still have a afternoon to enjoy in Bira. I think we're gonna go for swim or something and then get on the boat finally, yeah. I was waiting a month to get on this boat, so I'm feeling pretty happy to get the ticket. Yeah, it's a little bit of chaos, a lot of people as I expected. I don't know. Someone told me to go in front and someone told me to go back. I really don't know what he's trying to do, but yeah, so the boat is very full, it looks like, a lot of people.
Oh, this.
Turn around!
Yeah. Udah ada barang-barang sih.
Okay, now we just stop in the middle of the boat, nobody tells me what to do. I have no idea. Where do I go?
Karena kita udah bayar mahal terus nggak dapat tempat tidur.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Coba cari di feed nanti kiri. Kiri lagi. Oke. Hop. Lurus. Hop. Ya oke. Lipat. Oke.
Sudah.
Oh, what?
Alright, terima kasih abang. Terima dari pesawat ini ya. Mau nyanyi nggak? Ada yang mau nyanyi atau request?
Okay, so we are finally on the boat, about to go, but to be honest, it's much worse than what I expected. Like I was already on 2 Indonesian ferries and I saw some pictures and I heard some stories and it was like pretty decent, but this one is just terrible. I know it's been like over a month since the boat went to this destination, so I expect it's gonna be full, but this is just like crazy. It's super packed and yeah, obviously we boarded with the car, so we arrived on the boat quite late, later than the passengers only, so all the beds are already taken and I don't know, for 2 nights just sitting on the stairs or sleeping on the deck, it's gonna be hardcore, like Africa level, but what's your opinion about that? Are you still excited to go?
Yeah. I'm so excited. But
It took me some time to actually understand the route, so I will explain it to you. So it's a one boat and it leaves from the Bira port, it goes to Jampea and then from there either to Labuan Bajo or to Marapokot. And then it goes back to Jampea and back to Bira. And then the next trip is again to Jampea and then to the other town. So basically it goes once a week to Labuan Bajo and once a week to Marapokot. It's not very often, but it's gonna be your only option because it's literally just one boat going between these 2 big islands, which is kind of crazy. And it takes quite a long time. You leave Bira at night, in the morning you are in Jampea, then the boat stops for all day in Jampea, so that's where we are right now. You can go explore the island for a little bit and then in the night it goes again. It's about the halfway point, so in the morning you should be in Labuan Bajo. Yeah, once again you cannot buy it online, you have to buy it in person, and as you saw it's a little bit crazy. Maybe you will be able to buy it the day before, but probably just the day of the departure, but I try to be there sooner because otherwise you might not be able to get on the boat. So yeah, that's what it is. How are you feeling? You slept? So, good morning. In the end, we found a pretty good place. It's like 3 seats and maybe I'm able to get some sleep. It's like behind the door, so not that many people knows about it, but yeah, it's a closed room with no windows, about like 30 people and maybe 10 babies and very loud lights and yeah, Indonesian style. So, but we are closing on to Jampea, so soon we should be able to get out and to explore a little bit more. So I'm kind of excited about it, even though I would prefer if I had a better sleep, but yeah.
You must pay the water when
It's literally touching. Alright, we are in Jampea. So now it's gonna crash into me. So welcome to Jampea. We just walked off the boat and tried to search for a motor to rent, and there is only one place on the island, but they don't have a motorbike now. But we found a guy that is gonna drive us around for like some little bit of time. So now we just stopped at a random warung to get something to eat, and then we are gonna explore the island for a little bit. Hello. Looks good. So is the plankton box. Okay, we found some random beach and pretty cool. Good. Hey. Yeah, the crew is excited, so let's go for a swim and a little bit of snorkeling. Good. Shower at a random village house and then off to the boat to continue the journey, I guess. Good afternoon.
he said, wow, so big. And then